What's going on, everyone? This is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon, here for Game Tangent. Just wanted to do a quick little recap of everything that we saw at E3 2017, day one. We were at the show floor yesterday. We were there all day. Pretty tired. Was up, really early to get in there early and get my badge and stuff. And then, just kind of walking the show floor all day. We got to see a lot of cool stuff. So we got to the show floor. It was pretty hectic, actually. I heard a lot of people talking who had been there for several previous E3s, just kind of overhearing people just kind of commenting on how much busier it seemed than previous years. So I think that bodes well for the show as a whole, because as you know, they've been kind of in decline and, attendance has been kind of waning. And so it's really exciting that they're, this kind of adding public attendance has been growing. Has been working well for them. So that was exciting. But even with that, honestly, lines weren't that long. It was really well organized. It was, pretty easy to get in and out of demos. I think the longest I waited for anything was about 30 minutes. Sony has actually a reservation system that, you can go on and, reserve spots at some of their things. Unfortunately, that means that, there's a huge competition for trying to get slots right when they open, and they're literally gone in 1 second. I was sitting there refreshing. You just kind of keep hitting add, and it keeps telling you, oh, you have to wait till this time. And I just kept hitting it, and in 1 second, they were just all gone. That's okay. We did get to see a couple things. We got to see Spiderman. We got to see, Detroit become human using the Sony reservation app and stuff like that. So let's see. So the first thing we saw when we got into the show floor is I went straight to the Nintendo booth. I really, really wanted to see Super Mario Odyssey. That was kind of the very first thing that I wanted to check out. I took some footage from there, so I'll be uploading that later. But first impressions, oh my god, this game is so good. I got to play a 10-minute demo. First of all, the Nintendo booth, oh my god, it's just the coolest booth at the entire show. You're literally in New Donk City. You walk into this huge, square freaking booth. It's ginormous. And they had, probably 30 kiosks set up for Super Mario Odyssey. Waited about 30 minutes. Jumped right on that. Played a 10-minute demo. It's really cool. I played a New Donk City demo. There's two demos you can choose from. One is kind of like a desert where you're running around. You've seen kind of the Mexican, Western looking themed worlds. So one is that one, and one is New Donk City, which is more just an exploration one. You don't really have a lot of missions. You just kind of explore the world and flip around and climb skyscrapers and stuff like that. It was really cool. I'll be uploading footage that I took of kind of over shoulder footage that I took of someone playing the desert level. And I don't have I live streamed, I periscoped the footage of me playing. Unfortunately, the freaking reception in the expo hall is really, really bad. So all that footage was lost. It just came out really poorly. So, Lost Pikachu. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the stream, man. Get me more E3 pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah, so there's nothing. You can't play Spider-Man. It's not on the show floor. It's not playable, unfortunately. There is a demo. I can talk about that. So there's this, and so there's a demo that you can go through. There's a theater. Sony has all these theaters set up for 4 different demos. So we got a reservation. We did the Spider-Man demo. Unfortunately, it's the exact same demo they showed off in the E3 Sony's E3 press conference. So if you're interested in that, unfortunately, there's no other information besides what they showed there, because that's it. That's all they have on the show floor. I can take some pictures of the booth for Spider-Man. It's pretty cool. They have a huge helicopter, the helicopter that's suspended in web, with Spider-Man sitting on top of it. I can get, a couple pictures of that. But, the demo itself is just the exact same demo that they, that they showed kind of at the press conference. That said, that demo was really cool, and seeing it in like in a huge freaking theater with like surround sound and all kinds of stuff was like pretty epic. But it, it was nothing, no new information. Looks really good. I have some concerns about, how open world is it really? Can I, it felt really scripted in a lot of places. I want to know, can I just like freely swing about the city and climb every freaking skyscraper that's there? Because that's what I want out of a Spider-Man Insomniac game, right? Is I want to be able to just like float around, fly everywhere, go everywhere, and feel like I'm Spider-Man while I'm doing it. So let's see, after the other, so we did Mario. That was really cool. Like I said, I'll be uploading a little bit of footage of that. It's kind of processing as we speak, actually. And the other game that I went hands-on with was Crackdown 3. So as you know, that game was a game that, they debuted, I think, 2, maybe 3 E3s ago with, this really big, impressive demo. It was supposed to be like an Xbox showpiece, showcasing the power of the cloud and, how many servers it was running, and like the whole demo was about like just destructibility, right? The entire environment was destructible. They took down a skyscraper, and the one skyscraper fell and it crashed into another skyscraper, and the whole city was getting destroyed. That was the demo like 3 years ago. Then they went silent, right, for however long until now. They just came back. They announced their release date. They showed off a new demo. The game is totally different, at least what they've showed us. It was just a single player kind of campaign demo. And what I don't know is if there's a difference in, like, if there's a different mode that has all the destructibility, that's the online mode. So that way they know you're online and you can therefore utilize the power of the cloud and all that stuff. But what they showed at E3, and as well as what the playable demo was a campaign kind of missions where you're just free to roam about the city. You have kind of some of your power-ups. You're pretty weak at that point. You don't have a lot of the power-ups, which is a little disappointing, because it's like, if you're going to give me a demo to go hands-on with, like, let me be powered up and just wreck shit. But unfortunately, like, a lot of that was not there. So, I was a little disappointed. I was a little disappointed in the demo. It didn't feel much like Crackdown. It looked like Crackdown. But when I was actually got, my hands on and I was playing it, it was another like 10-minute demo. Like I said, you're just free to roam about the city. It felt like a little underwhelming. It felt like it was missing some of its charm and some other stuff for some reason. There was zero destructibility at all. Like, it just was not there. Like, literally, if you shoot at a wall, you don't even get like textures. The texture doesn't even change to show like bullet holes in the wall. Like, just absolutely no destructibility whatsoever, which was surprising. I thought there would be a little bit more of that, especially considering how big a deal they made after E3 a couple years ago. But yeah, it wasn't there. I was pretty disappointed. I was really looking forward to that game. Especially as kind of like an Xbox One X showpiece. But I don't know. It wasn't there. It wasn't that enjoyable to play. So, we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. Obviously, it's out in November. It's coming out, I think, on the same like day as the Xbox One X. That's hard to not say Scorpio anymore. But we'll see. They still have time to polish and change things a little bit. I have hope, because I really like that franchise and I'd really like to see it do more. Hey, what's up, Wiggles a Bit? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? And then let's see. The other. The Xbox release itself, by the way, is super impressive. Really, really big. Obviously, it's just got like Xbox One X on the wall, and they got Scorpios, Xbox One X's. Oh my God, that's a mouthful. Everywhere, all over like the show floor. They have this nice demo case and stuff like that. There's a line just to get in to like see the console, which I didn't wait in. Like, they have one in a little glass case out front, and I just took some pictures of it. That was good enough for me. But yeah, so I saw that. And then the other thing that I saw was, I just went into another theater and saw the Detroit, Detroit Become Human demo. which is pretty cool. They did kind of a live. Yeah, that's Mario on my shirt. This is one of my favorite shirts, actually. Um, it was a demo that they played live. It was not as scripted as kind of like what the Spider-Man demo was. Like it wasn't, we didn't get to go hands-on, but they had a person playing and they would like ask us, okay, what do you want me to do next? Where do you want me to go? Because that game is all about decisions, and it was pretty cool. They played through it and they purposely screwed up the mission. And then afterwards, they said, okay, I'm gonna cheat a little bit here, and like they abandoned the mission. Actually, they just abandoned the entire mission. They didn't like fail it. They were just like, hey, we're gonna retreat and we're gonna not do this anymore. It was a mission where they were trying to infiltrate. It's the main character. His name is like Marcus, I think. And he's an android that has started to kind of lose his. He's like broken the control. He's the three rules or whatever it's called. And David Cage's choices are so simplistic compared to Mass Effect. Kind of prefer it. I don't know. The choices seemed. They were simplistic in that it's like destroy or be a pacifist, right? Like you have like a one or the other choice, and yeah. So, but I think what's interesting is that from how they're selling it is I think it's going to make an impact on the game, right? So you're Marcus, who's played by Jesse Williams, who's the guy from Grey's Anatomy. I think that's his name, Jesse Williams, the actor. The mission that they showed us, like you're breaking into what they call like the Apple of androids for that world. It's like, this big glass box showroom. You have all the androids lined up, and basically he has the power to make other androids like free. He can free other androids basically of their programming. And so, the point is you're breaking into this store and you're trying to free these androids and basically like create like a little army or something. So in the first time they play it, he fails. And the cops come and he's like, hey, we got to get out of here. Live to fight another day. So they just bail on the mission. And then she basically, the producer, rewound it. And she's like, okay, we're going to start over. And this time, we're going to take out that drone that caught us. And so they decide to they realize it's a drone. So they take out the drone that had caught them before. And so now they can complete the mission. And it plays out totally differently. It plays out where now you free all the androids. Like you take a truck and you drive the truck through the store, and you free, be kind, rewind. And you free all the androids, and then you basically decide, hey, we're going to send a message to the humans. You can either be pacifist and just like tag stuff, graffiti crap, or you can just wreck stuff and go on a rampage. And so the producer's like, well, what do you want me to do? And you have all these individual decisions, and each time you make one, it's your slider goes up to like violent or peaceful or whatever. And of course, everyone in the show floor is like, violent, destroy everything. So she kept just choosing destroy. The violence meter went all the way up. And basically, once they got to the end, the police came, and the police killed a bunch of androids. And so then the rest of the androids remaining had captured the police officers, and they hand you a gun. And it's like, okay, do you kill this police officer or what? And then that's right when the demonstration ends, so they don't actually show you the outcome of that decision, or we didn't even get to choose do we kill a police officer or not. But it's pretty impressive. I'm still pretty excited for that. Wiggles a bit. What games from E3 are you going to buy? Man, Spider-Man looks really good. If they can tell us that yeah, man, it's open world and you can just use your Spidey powers and just freaking go everywhere, then I'm on board for that for sure. And Mario Odyssey, freaking hands down, 1,000 and freaking million%. You got to check out Mario Odyssey. Hey, what's up, Negavesta? Yeah, I'm on. I don't have all that stuff turned on right now. So the bot and everything is not running. So you're not going to be able to use any of the bot commands. Negabase is here with me on the show floor, actually. So he's here at E3. Yeah, he's more into, he was checking out, I think, the Square Enix booth for a while. He's big into Final Fantasy games. And he says, buy Dissidia. I have no opinion on some of those. Final Fantasy 15, I still really want to play, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But some of the other, smaller Final Fantasy and, other tangential games outside the main series, I never really played. Let's see other stuff from the show floor from E3. That was really it that we saw on day one, I think. So Final Fantasy Extreme Fishing 1 E3. I know, that's so crazy. That demo is just ridiculous. Um, yeah, so I think that's it. At least for day one. I got to get ready. I got to like jump in an Uber and like head back down to the floor for day two. Need for Speed for me, maybe new Metro game. Yeah, Need for Speed looks interesting. It seemed a little corny, honestly, but they definitely were leaning into that Fast and Furious kind of vibe of just like, hey, go over the top. Like, why not? We're gonna hijack this truck and stuff. But like the acting and like the voice acting seemed like really corny to me. But the gameplay looked cool, and like how it was hopping in and out of cinematic and like driving looks really neat. So today my hope is to check out. I really want to try and play Sea of Thieves. I haven't tried that yet. They have like a whole bunch of kiosks. Like it's like the bulk of the kiosks in the Microsoft booth is like Sea of Thieves. They're really leaning hard into that one. Yeah, Shadow of the Colossus Master. Shadow of War does look really cool. I may try and check that out. That just looks like gorgeous. And I think I don't know. I don't know what else I'm gonna try and check out today. They have like I don't know. They have so much. So I'll probably try and check out something from each of the big three. I really want to try and get into a Detroit demo when the Sony app opens up the reservations today. Like that's what I keep trying to get is into one of those demos. And then I'd really like to play. I want to do the Detroit demo and a Destiny 2. Even though there's a beta coming out next month, like if I can, I would love to play that. But if I can't, then I'm not too fussed about it. So I'm gonna keep trying to play it, somewhere. Maybe the new Call of Duty, World War II. See how that's rolling out because I wasn't very impressed with last year. Infinite Warfare, it just felt bad to me. So I'd like to see how World War II is looking, how it's feeling. So I may check that out. And I don't know, I might want to check out some indie stuff. Like there's a whole bunch of kind of like indie booths. There's a lot of VR stuff. So, I might try and go hands on with some of that stuff. VR has been out for a couple years now and the experiences just kind of like keep getting cooler and cooler. So I really like to check that out. But anyways, guys, I think that's it. I got to call my Uber. I got to put my shoes on and get out the door because I'm running late. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. I'll be uploading this to YouTube later, and check back in maybe like an hour or two. I'm going to be uploading my Mario Odyssey footage as well as my Crackdown 3 footage. It's just like 4 or 5 minutes of footage, but it has like some panning shots of the Mario booth, which is really cool, as well as like some shots of like the Xbox booth too. So you get like a little bit of footage, and you can also kind of see what the booth looks like and stuff like that. So I'll be uploading that. It's processing now, and then once it's done processing and everything, then I'll release it from like private YouTube to public. So check out the YouTube channel. You can check it in the description down here below the stream. And I'll be uploading all that stuff. And then hopefully later tonight, I'll be doing another one of these with some day 2 stuff. Check out the Twitter feed. That's where I'm uploading, like that's where I'm just constantly tweeting like throughout the show floor. I'm uploading, like pictures and all kinds of stuff. I didn't even talk about some of the cool things we saw at the Coliseum yesterday. We went and saw Jack Black and Tim Schafer do, the guy, Tim Schafer is the guy who did, he was on Day of the Tentacle. He was on Psychonauts, which is a phenomenal game. They have Psychonauts 2 coming out. Brutal Legend was the game with Jack Black in it, and we went and saw that. Hey, what's up, Worky Gaming? Welcome to the stream, man. We're actually just wrapping up here. But yeah, we saw them. They did, and we were like freaking, like, I don't know, 30, 40 feet from them. It was awesome. Just like Jack Black and Tim Schafer, like interviewing each other about their favorite video games and all kinds of stuff and how they met, and it was really cool. So I may try and do another Coliseum thing today. Yo, Midnight Tangent Ryan, welcome to the stream, man. Just wrapping up here. But yeah, so check out the Twitter feed. I'll have a lot of stuff going up there yesterday as well. I was just, taking pictures, tweeting all throughout the show, everything that I saw that was interesting and what was going on. So check that out. And now also, if you're on there, you'll see when I finish uploading the videos for the Mario and the Crackdown 3 footage. And then I'll be taking more footage today, and hopefully we'll get some cool new stuff for you. And we'll do another one of these either, tonight, if I'm feeling up to it, or if I don't get back too late, or, first thing tomorrow morning, just like today, for a day 2 recap. So anyways, guys, thank you everyone so much for hanging out. I really appreciate it. And hope if any of you are at E3 or anything like that, I hope you enjoy the rest of your E3. If not, make sure you check out all the coverage that's going on everywhere, because there's a lot of cool freaking stuff coming out. And there's no time like E3, because it's freaking video game Christmas. So anyways, my name is Chris Enriquez, aka Hyper Neon. Thank you so much for watching Game Tangent, and we'll see you next time. Peace, guys.